Humanity is coasting on autopilot. Inside the White House, big-picture politics grind forward. Outside, people plan their tomorrow, totally blind to the razor about to fall. Then one morning, snap, everything breaks. For reasons nobody can explain, every Y-chromosome carrier drops dead. Animals, birds, men, even the president. The only males left standing, a mediocre young illusionist named Yorick Brown and his capuchin monkey ampersand. Succession says Regina Oliver should take the presidency, but she's overseas and off the grid. Leaderless, the city convulses. Panic spirals into riots. Inside the White House, the numbers turn apocalyptic. In 2 weeks, they'll be stuck. Coal and clean water gone, food running out. Livestock can't reproduce, you can't grow reserves overnight, and it isn't just one city. This is everyone. Senator Jennifer Brown grabs the wheel. Enter Agent Sarah Bergen, 355. The president's Black Ops hitter, arriving on intel of a real threat with zero time to get proper orders. Meanwhile, Yorick barricades himself at home to avoid becoming the ultimate target. When his supplies shrivel, he leaves a note for his girlfriend and risks a supply run. At the same time, Jennifer sends Sarah to find her missing daughter, Hero, silent since the die-off. Hero doesn't hide. She heads to a refugee center to help, even the widow of the man she loved. Back with her friends, it looks like some men survived, until the truth lands. They're trans men, born in female bodies, on hormones, so the plague doesn't touch them. New York starts evacuating. Armored vehicles crawl the streets. Yorick ducks patrols and slips into a bar to drop another message for his girlfriend, praying she sees it and comes home. Then ampersand bolts. The monkey dives into a flooded subway packed with bodies. Yorick swallows his terror and follows. No way he's losing the one friend he has left. At one point, he thinks he sees another man, but the beam of his flashlight finds only filthy, rippling water. He eventually claws out of the tunnels, sprints into a clothing store to change, and gets spotted. Shock. A whisper about turning him in for a bounty. Mercy wins. They hand him clean clothes and let him go. Back home, a door creaks. Intruder. Yorick arms himself with a guitar. He never gets the swing off. Sarah is faster. She floors him and, hours later, delivers him to his mother, Jennifer. The pilots who brought him in get put to rest. Everyone knows the real reason. No one can learn the new president's son survived, or conspiracy rumors will torch the government. Yorick hates all of it. After a breather, curiosity nearly gets him killed. Mara, the late president's widow, spots him in an abandoned office. Jennifer and Sarah roll in and sell it as Mara's breakdown. It works, but the clock is ticking. Sarah is adamant. Get the boy out of the White House. Jennifer orders her team to find a geneticist to examine Yorick and ampersand, to figure out what happened and why they lived. She wants the experts brought in. Sarah refuses. Too risky. Yorick has to leave the city. Meanwhile, in Israel, a wounded woman wakes, hears every man on earth is gone, and declares she'll claim the U.S. presidency. Elsewhere, former presidential advisor Nora Brady wanders the wasteland with her daughter Mackenzie, shattered, but determined to survive. News hits D.C. Regina Oliver is alive. The West Wing fractures, half behind Jennifer, half behind Regina, and the late president's daughter, Kimberly. Given that instability, Jennifer greenlights Sarah's exfil plan. Sarah recruits the same pilots, promising honors and a place in history. The only stealthy exit? A cart full of corpses. Yorick Gag refuses. Sarah doesn't blink. No risks. He endures it. They move him to a helicopter with Sarah at the stick. A second, all-female chopper runs decoy. The decoy rises, falters, and detonates in the sky. Yorick is horrified. Sarah is stone. That's the price of silence. Hours later, they set down in a forest. Sarah can't stand the stench and has Yorick stripped so they can wash the death off his clothes. Elsewhere, Hero and a trans friend scavenge a ransacked store and find Nora and Mackenzie instead. Mackenzie's leg is badly infected. Pharmacies are empty. Hero does what she can. Back in the woods, looters find Sarah and Yorick. She tries talking them down. Yorick throws on a mask, brandishes a stick, and spooks them. Anything to protect the plan. They head for a nearby town and trade a helicopter generator plus 2 grenades for a motorcycle. While Sarah checks the bike, Yorick blows protocol. He thinks he sees Beth and runs toward her. Female officers tear off his mask and uncover the impossible. Sarah fights them off, drags Yorick out, then stops the bike and reads him the riot act. He almost torched the mission. Hero and crew crash in an abandoned women's shelter. She confides to Nora. Her daughter is in trouble and needs antibiotics. The city's been stripped. Nora ducks outside to hide her tears and rides into a new nightmare. Horsewomen roll up, claiming the house. The trespassers are rounded up into stables to cut mouths to feed. Nora clocks an opening. One of the riders is wounded. She convinces Hero to treat her. But with duct tape and rubber gloves, a gunshot wound is a losing fight. The leader Roxanne ends the suffering, then shows kindness, letting them stay the night and promising antibiotics for Mackenzie. As the group follows Roxanne, Hero realizes antibiotics are just the surface. Roxanne's people control an entire stocked shopping mall. Sarah and Yoro push toward Boston to find Dr. Allison Mann. At the city edge, a tear gas-ready checkpoint blocks them. Sarah proposes a split. She'll pull aggro while Yoro and Ampersand ghost the perimeter. She learns fast that removing men didn't remove crime. Rebel groups pound Harvard daily for answers. The distraction works. Yoro slips into a HQ to hide, right into rebel hands. Lucky for him, they assume he's a trans man. They let him go and even point him toward hormones and safe housing. Finally, Sarah and Yoro reach Allison's apartment and then her Harvard office. She's unimpressed until Yoro removes his mask. Instantly, she understands. She needs to study Yoro and the Capuchin, but Harvard is stripped bare. Plan B, San Francisco, where a lab still functions. Sarah agrees and quietly sabotages their radio, severing the only line to the president. She later plays the broken radio card and heads out, telling Yoro to watch Allison while she finds another way to reach DC. Back in the capital, palace intrigue never sleeps. Christine, one of Jennifer's aides, falls ill and fears she's miscarried. An ultrasound says the opposite. The pregnancy is viable, possibly a boy. Sarah breaks into a house and meets her mirror, another lethal operator. They brawl until they talk. Same organization, same kill order. After the helicopter revelation, Jennifer connects the dots. Sarah likely staged the crash to erase witnesses. Panic cuts deep. Her son is with a dangerous criminal. Sarah returns and says it's time to move. She lies to Yoro, that mom approved the San Francisco run. They roll out, unaware that patrols are already circulating with Sarah's wanted poster. While the women wait for a lull between gas deployments, Yoro sneaks to the trans community to finally show his face without fear. Sarah loses it, but the real danger is her. Patrols arrive, flashing her photo. They barely escape and hole up in a church where Sarah admits the truth. No comms with the White House. Every call's been hers. Hero's crew keeps living in Roxanne's commune, which looks like paradise. Food, medicine, safety, until Roxanne explodes when Nora tries to pull Mackenzie from a radical meeting. Guests obey. Mackenzie is groomed to hate men. A ceremony crowns the indoctrination. Laura is smeared with dirt, dunked in a tub, and reborn as Athena. Sam, Hero's trans friend, bails. A member who warns him is punished. Jennifer learns scouts have eyes on Sarah and fears they'll also find her son. Sarah ambushes the trackers and smashes their radios, severing DC's signal. On the road, Sarah finds a van. Tension spikes after Yoro and Allison try to bail. Fatigue wins. Sarah falls asleep at the wheel and crashes off the road. Allison climbs out to find her, gone. A convoy of soldiers, not White House, rolls in. In DC, Jennifer is told a man was among fugitives. She scrambles to deflect suspicion from Yoro. He wakes in a strange bed with a stranger, stumbles out searching for Ampersand, and meets the community that rescued him, a ranch full of pleasant, opaque people who won't say where Sarah and Allison are. The women wake in a cell. Jennifer addresses the survivors, pushing evacuation and calm. In the crowd, she spots Beth, Yoro's girlfriend, who's been in the hospital. While Jennifer talks, Kimberly works Regina, pushing a coup. The ranch still won't free Yoro. Instead, they lock him in with Sarah and Allison while they decide. Then more bad news, a new flu strain in Greece, and Mara returns to command just once more to ask if the Yoro rumor is true before grief drags her to a rooftop and off the edge. She leaves a note to her daughter. She's sorry. Be strong. Beth returns to the city and goes straight to a rebel truck. The White House is about to get hit. Back at the commune, Kate tries to leave. Roxanne shoots her in the back and blames nomads. She orders firearms training and plans to eject the guests. Nora begs to stay. Denied. Roxanne's origin myth plays on loop. She found this place, built the Amazons, and nothing's changed. Her rules or death. Daily meetings force women to relive the worst things men did and pledge allegiance to Roxanne's protection. Sam is banned and plans to start his own lakeside outpost, but Hero is slipping under Roxanne's spell and doubts leaving. After a blow-up with Sam, Roxanne nudges again. No, not real man should talk to her like that. They split. That night, Roxanne drives Sam out with a little food. The next morning, she comforts Hero, even throwing a farewell party to say goodbye to all things male. Everyone celebrates, except Nora. She torches them all while they sleep. The Amazons live, but their stockpile is ash. Nora hides her smile and blends into the grief. Preparing to run, she finds a police car by the river, stuffed with bodies. Proof Roxanne is not who she claims. Nora confronts her privately, offering silence for privileges. The best food, protection, shelter for her and Mackenzie, and help with controlling the group after the fire so nobody deserts. Roxanne accepts. She rallies her followers with a fiery speech. They will survive and conquer. Sarah heals and trains through hallucinations. She watches Yoro get comfortable, too comfortable. A curious villager pokes Sarah about a device found in the wreck. Sarah clocks it instantly, the beacon. She keeps it from Yoro. On Roxanne's orders, Hero scouts a settlement that honors the dead men's memory. Under the banner of protecting women, Roxanne raids it. The Amazons go feral, smashing everything. Nora pushes back, Roxanne doubles down. Regina recovers and tees up a coup in 30 minutes. She seeks Kimberly's support, but grief has cooled Kimberly's fire. Underground, Beth's team plants explosives. Jennifer is dragged into command and accused of hiding Yoro. To protect her pregnant aide, she confesses, Yoro survived and was sent to a geneticist to try to save humanity. No one knows if he made it. Yesterday's allies flip to Regina. They demand Jennifer step down. Then the blast hits. Rebels pour through tunnels, security surrenders. Jennifer recognizes Beth under a balaclava. Beth signals silence. Regina's bravado melts in danger. Jennifer has to negotiate. As the rebels move hostages to escape the feral townspeople, Regina snaps, claims she's the rightful president, calls everyone traitors, even outs Kimberly, and drops the bomb. Jennifer Brown's son is alive. A rebel puts a bullet in her head. Too late, the damage is done. Back at the ranch, Yoro's longer stay draws the wrong kind of interest. Women start hunting the last man. While he's distracted and Allison mingles, Sarah slips into the forest to kill the beacon that's been pinging them. In Memory Town, Roxanne finds a notebook listing every surviving man. New objective, track them all down and wipe them out, starting with the one they've already seen near the village. Nora shows the sketch, Yoro Brown. Beth frees Jennifer and hands over her uniform. Before parting, Jennifer confirms Regina's dying revelation. Yoro is alive. Roxanne and Nora head for the ranch. Sensing the threat, Sarah orders a fast exit. Yoro hates it but doesn't fight, yet time isn't on their side. Roxanne already has the estate scoped and an attack queued in hours. Two nomads crash a meeting with a rumor. The president is dead. Hero thinks they mean her mother and breaks. Jennifer is alive. Jennifer mourns her daughter and prepares to flee with Beth. DC is no longer survivable. That night, Sam sneaks into Jennifer's house. She recognizes her daughter's friend. They try to escape, surrounded. Christine and Kimberly hide in a barn. At dawn, Kimberly says she knows how to save everyone. They need Yoro to continue the human race. And Yoro, it seems, agrees. He sleeps with a village woman who has wanted him for a while. Dawn. The Amazons, led by unhinged Roxanne, blitz the streets demanding the man. Gunfire snaps Sarah awake. She orders Yoro's new girlfriend to move him while she holds the line. Heavily outnumbered, Sarah walks out hands up, performing fear, then produces a local trans man as the last survivor. A brutal firefight erupts on Main Street. The distraction fractures the enemy. Sarah disarms her captors and bolts. Even young Mackenzie fires a weapon to prove she belongs. Hero runs down the escapees, shooting until Yoro turns. She freezes when she recognizes her brother. Yoro's girlfriend, not knowing who Hero is, shoots her. Bleeding, Hero warns Yoro their mother is dead. She's not, and that the Amazons will hunt him. She tells him to run and kills one of her own to buy time. Back in the city, Nora walks into the crossfire, hands up, declaring surrender. Roxanne loses it, but the tide has turned. Hero tells Nora Yoro is alive. The women find new resolve. Back at camp, Nora moves to depose Roxanne, but words fail. Roxanne keeps provoking until Nora shoots her in the chest. Stunned Amazons raise rifles. Nora steadies them with sharp, soothing command. Hero steps up beside her. New leadership, same army. Sarah treks for kilometers and locates Yoro and Allison. Yoro is shattered, convinced there's nothing left to live for. Sarah levels with him. She lost her parents as a kid too. If he wants out, he's free. She only followed Jennifer's orders, and if Jennifer's dead, the deal's dead. Yoro refuses to run. He asks Sarah to train him so he can stop being a liability and finally protect himself. Meanwhile, Jennifer, Beth, and Sam wake in a sterile room under cameras. They don't know it yet, but they've been taken by Sarah's former Secret Service superior. Tracking the last ping from the beacon, Sarah leads Yoro and Allison to a stashed fueled vehicle. Inside, gas, scientific gear, and a map with a route marked. Where does it lead? For now, that road stays classified.